you tell us about who they are?
Yeah, so going all the way back to the beginning, the original launch of Fall Guys, we've always had Pink, who is our kind of every bean, and also introduced slightly later, but has been around again for a long time, is Clovis, who is Pink's best friend, and they are an engineer. And then we started to introduce more narrative-focused characters like Silent, who is a showrunner. They do their best to just create the best shows that they possibly can, but they also have this fascination with the world of Fall Guys and trying to find out a bit more about the history of the world that they're in. And then they're helped by Banana, who is their assistant showrunner. And then more recently, we've started to introduce characters like Hypebean, who you would have seen in the trailer for Free For All. They're kind of a celebrity in the world of Fall Guys in the Blunderdome. And then we've also got Stash and Sally, who you would have seen at the end of that trailer, and also we brought them into the following season, a kind of a duo of researchers that work with Silent.
Quite a big cast so far. I mean, is that going to continue to expand, or are you done?
No, absolutely. We've got lots of upcoming new characters. You would have seen King Poseidon that we introduced in this season in Sunken Secrets, recently emerged. And moving forwards into next season, I can now reveal a new character called Digi that we're going to be introducing, who is also an engineer like Clovis. At the moment, she's currently missing. So we're hoping to look into, you know, what happened to Digi, where has she been, what's she been up to.
Yeah, I love a good mystery. Okay, all right. Well, speaking of mystery, for the uninitiated, why don't you give us a recap of the main Fall Guys story so far?
I mean, if we take it back to when we first introduced Silent, it's a few seasons ago, we would have seen them initially putting together the plans to launch the satellite, which became the satellite of the Free For All season. But they had a bit of an ulterior motive. So they weren't just doing it to broadcast the show across the universe.
Oh.
They also have this mysterious belt that they've been holding on to. They don't know exactly where it came from, but they know it's not from the Blunderdome, and they've been trying to work out where it came from. And so they sent this satellite up in the hopes of finding out. But Stash and Sally, being Stash and Sally, kind of messed it all up. And it got to the point where Silent was like, you know what, I'm just going to go up there and do it myself. And they started looking for this signal, and they found a signal coming from the planet. But as they found it, something went wrong, and it got Silent stuck inside the machinery of the satellite, and Banana had to actually come to their rescue, as you would have seen at the end of that season.
That's why we love Banana.
Always there to help out.
Yes.
And pulling Silent out of that machinery kind of caused this energy burst that opened up one last big portal, and that became our way down to the source of this signal that Silent found.
Okay.
And that was the Lost City. When they got there, it seemed empty, but turned out that the beans, led by Poseidon, were just hiding, waiting in the shadows, being like, do we trust these beans? We've never seen these beans before.
Scoping out the newcomers. Yeah, you gotta do it.
And then they've emerged now, and they're happy to make friends.
So we've got to this point now where Digi has been missing for a little while, and we've got a bit of a mystery to solve there. So where do we go from here?
It's a good thing you asked. We do actually have an event called Coin Quest that players can hopefully jump in and find out.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much, Murray. And right now we have a quick look at the teaser for Coin.